Alright everyone, here we go. This is a lock showcase. What we're going to be doing is a barrage showcase this time actually. Instead of his EX skill does require you to be at 2 shield points or less. We're actually going to end up at 3 shield points. And while I could potentially do that, I don't feel like it. I want to show off barrage. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little pet action turn 1. We're going to use a pet on each turn. We're going to be hoping that we get a proc from Edgar. Edgar does have Sonya A4, which does give me a chance to get dagger res down on a regular attack. From there, we're going to go ahead and press go. Notably, we're going to be using a Viete on turns 2 and 3. Kaine is here for hopefully proccing dagger res down as well. So if I'm unlucky, I got a bunch of dagger res down procs there, so we're good there. Now we just need her to hit at least, 2 procs. That's all I needed. So we've got the RNG on our side as far as dagger res down procs. So here we're going to back surge. We're going to consecutive blade again. Witty joke. We're going to go ahead and use the direct bite there. We're going to go ahead and use drill here, and we're going to go ahead and use barrage here. So that should take us down to about 8 shields, if I'm not mistaken. And then the next turn is a whole bunch of ults and EX skills. So there won't be much shield breaking in the next turn. Should be about 5 shields total. So I'll be 1 shield short of being able to use the EX skill for lock, but it is a perfect setup for a barrage. And since barrage is 16 attacks, the goal is to hit cap on all 16 hits. Anything close is acceptable. We'll go ahead and pop that. We're going to go ahead and Meowvelus here. Right there. And there we go. We'll go ahead and Eternal Magicite. And the reason for that is it does give us 20k damage limit, which is pretty important. We're going to go ahead and we're not actually going to back surge that. We're just going to activate that. We're going to activate that. And here we go. This should take it down to 3. And then next turn, we'll break with the Arcana Stone. And then we're going to EX skill with both Edgar and Tiz. And then Locke is going to absolutely obliterate the have-not and make them have-not. So 4 shields, but I do have 2 combust accessories on, so I have 6 turns of combust. I have L's calling card. I have Esmeralda A4 malicious accessory. So 2. So I missed something somewhere. Something didn't go the same because I was able to get 1 more shield than normal. So I don't know if that was a Bargello diff. I've done this fight a few times, but it can be different. We're actually just going to go with barrage here. To stick to the plan, we are going to EX skill here. We're going to EX skill here. We are going to pet here. And we're going to set this just in case, but it's not relevant. And we should see a pretty strong set of attacks from Locke here, about 750k times 16 roughly. I forget the exact numbers. 728 maybe. It might be 728 249 or something like that, or 58. Not 100%. 758 249. Let's see if we get every single one of them. Well, there's... Oh, the last one. The last one didn't get the last one. Well, I guess that's okay. It's not pretty, but it's pretty impressive. So we'll take it. That's amazing. I guess we'll show the A4s. They're kind of ridiculous because I do have 300k worth of damage cap, and then the brilliant dagger, which is another 100k. So that's 400k there, and then 30k. Malicious accessory, L's calling card, all damage cap accessories, and then of course the burning accessories, the monster recipe cookbook and Orly's pendant to make the malicious accessory work. Just so you can see what the malicious accessory requires, it does when an enemy with certain status ailments present, lower physical defense of all foes by 10%, and raise the damage limit of the entire row by 30,000. So that's Fizz Def down 10%, hooray, and 30,000 to the front row. Then we have L's calling card, which is when in back row, raise damage limit of front row by 20k and lower dagger res of all foes by 10%, which is just amazing for this comp. And then we have, this just gives burning, the combust at the beginning of the thing for 3 turns. It also has a when breaking. Not relevant here since we're not breaking with it. And this is also Frederica A4, which gives 3 turns of combust at the beginning, says total of 6. So that pretty much explains the insanity. Also, of course, we have Red Hat Garb and Littlefinger accessories, so Signa A4 and Nicola A4, Agnia A4 for another 30k damage cap. Just things that are relevant. If Edgar broke, I guess, then Canary A4 might matter, but it doesn't really matter because we're breaking with the ally, the Arcana Stone, the Divine Beast, that is, Lycaon, so, which also, of course, gives some percent damage increase. So there we have it, 758249 with a max, where I did hit it with a max of all 16 on one of my previous runs. So the last hit failed me there, but that's okay. So 124 67427, pretty sweet in 4 turns. Beat out my Kine score by a fair amount. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy.